I want to warn everybody that we're going to be talking about a movie and we're going to be spoiling the really intricate plot of Jurassic Park Afterbirth. Spoiler alert.
They arrived on an island, they left.
Yeah,
that's basically
almost completely unscathed.
The dumbest family in the world, ran by the dumbest dad in the world.
If they didn't exist in the film would not have changed.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. No, right now.
I said to one of my mates I was watching it, it's like, why is the family even in this film?
No.
What Ryan mentioned it earlier, people, and I'm one of those people, like to see monsters destroying shit and eating people.
Right,
I'm not looking for like a highbrow, although it'd be nice because the first Jurassic Park was like very smart
Michael
film,
Crichton.
well done film. And I know this is like it's been compared to the Fast and Furious. I understand all that, and it's still fucking dumb as fuck. And I was in a packed theater, absolutely. Packed
okay,
theater.
you said that we go to watch these movies to get for people to get eaten by dinosaurs. Tell me how many people died in this movie.
Just
I think it's like three.
Four
people die in this movie.
Did you count the helicopter?
Ratio.
Oh,
all right, plus the rescue helicopter.
The guy at the beginning got eaten by the Derposaurus Rex.
As soon as the little girl came on, it's like, well, they're not going to have the balls to kill her.
She's safe.
But as soon as the female, like, co-captain of the boat, my instant thought was, oh, expendable character number one.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
then-
God, yeah. And then the French black
So
man.
do you have speaking lines of dialogue, and do you have a name? No? Well, then you're dead.
My son said this. My 14-year-old son was like, if you're in a movie like this, you want to have as many speaking roles as possible because you're going to die. That's all these characters they had. They had no roles. They were in the background. They were speaking French. You're like, dead. And that's
one of the better actors in the fucking movie they killed right away.
I know.
Yeah,
I was surprised about that.
The French characters taste better.
Look, I enjoyed this movie more than Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Dominion, mostly because the people in this and the plot was so completely like inconsequential and like no time actually spent on it. Yeah. And I liked a lot of the dinosaur interactions and some of the sequences better. I liked the T-Rex and the raft scene. I liked the
T-Rex?
You mean the T-Rex?
The teleporting T-Rex, the apex predator of the Jurassic Kingdom that can't fish or walk over boulders.
That drift away, just gives up.
What you mean by teleporting because he like moved quick when she like popped?
He moved quick and then he moved really fucking slow when he was about to eat the girl. He's all, I gotta slow down a little bit for this girl.
He's sleepy, bro. He's curious about what it is. They don't have good eyesight. He just thinks it's a big yellow thing.
He was full from the other thing he just ate, so he was slow and he didn't care.
I like that. I like the fucking in the cave with the fucking pterodactyl thing.
Okay.
They gave us a little, hey, you guys remember Jurassic Park 1 with the aisle sequences in the gas station? My complaint is we didn't get none of the fucking D-Rex, the thing that's supposed to be like the big selling point, and we barely saw the fucking thing.
That might be for the best, though. That thing looked stupid as hell.
I wanted
to see him do more than he did.
Yeah,
it's like, why does he exist in the movie? There was a lot of things. Well, like, they made a big point of, there's this ancient temple on this island. Doesn't go anywhere. There's no reason for it.
It doesn't go anywhere.
There's a lot of the weird plot lines. There was even one bit where the little girl's like, oh, he tried to murder me. It's like, if you actually watch that, she pushes him, and because he's taller than that, she pushes herself off the boat.
Yes.
And then stitches him up.
It was very Jaws-like.
Absolutely everything in this movie is stolen. It steals from Jaws. It steals from all of the other Jurassic Park films. It steals the kitchen scene, but this time it's worse because they've introduced these fucking retarded murder pigeon things, which are supposed to be like badder than velociraptors, and they get that scene instead.
Fly now.
But the thing is, Jurassic Park is actually a really, really well-constructed film. And so all the way through the film, from the very first scene in the film, you are taught these are the raptors. These are the worst thing in the park. You are going to be terrified of them. Before you even see them, you know you're going to be doing that. That's what makes the kitchen scene more terrifying than it would be if they just randomly invented velociraptors 5 seconds ago. Whereas this one, it's like, oh yeah, they fly now, and then now they're doing the kitchen, but I don't know what they are. I don't know where they came from. I don't know what made them. They've never really done anything meaningful, except in a comic relief scene where the most insufferable boyfriend character I've ever seen on screen is taking a piss, and then he gets ambushed by a raptor, and then the bird raptor pigeon thing eats the raptor, and then he carries on taking a piss. That's not how you set up an intimidating dinosaur villain. It's just retarded.
It's
The only
entire
thing
movie.
they kind of set up was the derpy dinosaur, like the retarded one with the big head that was like too retarded to eat anybody.
Which is
they kind of set that up
I
because they
think it was
show the
supposed to be
lab.
smart. They pick up the guy and then he turns him around and shows him to her as if I've got this guy. I think he was
they
meant
set
to
a
be a
whole thing
genetic
up. It
mutant.
was supposed to be kind of a smart dinosaur.
This whole movie is like shallow as hell. Like there's a scene on the boat before they get to the island where they have like their character motivation scene where he's like, man, my wife and I couldn't look each other in the eye without seeing our son.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
And she's like, that friend we had, we really cared about him.
They took like 4 minutes for Scarlett Johansson.
What are you talking about?
Yes, they took 2 minutes for Black Widow and Blade to like explain a little bit of their backstory, and they're like, "This is not meaningful anyway. We're never going to address it again. We're giving you the bare fucking minimum."
When is his name Mahershala? The black guy? When he goes to like, sorry, spoiler alert. When he goes to like sacrifice himself for the retarded Tyrannosaurus, like he does that because he wants to like save the kids because his kid died.
And then they bitch out on that.
Let's real quick. Let's go to the setup for this film because it's really groundbreaking.
Goes on forever.
17 years prior, they were mutating dinosaurs at a secret lab on a base, and some fat dumb white guy with a Snickers bar drops the product placement wrapper so we can see the brand of the candy bar multiple times, which keeps the door from opening and sets and this multi-billion-dollar facility has no fucking fail safes whatsoever when a fucking wrapper of a product placement Snickers bar gets in the way.
If we've learned anything from 6 other Jurassic Park movies, it is that all of the tech they create to do this is not, it will not work.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please! Okay, so that lets the big dinosaur out, and we're off to the races after that. But I'm not going to get into the fact that like all the dinosaurs are dying. Right? They have a scene which could have been interesting with the Brontosaurus dying in L.A. and people just being like they're so used to it now. They're like, oh, fucking dinosaurs dying, whatever. And the reason they're dying is they need to be near the equator because they said the equator has more oxygen.
It's false. No way. Not this time. No.
There's more dense oxygen at the poles than there is. It's more dense than it is at the equator.
It is retarded for that, the oxygen reason. It's also retarded because they haven't been dying for the last 17 plus years, and now the movie has decided they are, so they are, and that's it.
Right?
Like, that is the only reason. Why? Because we need that. We're done with the whole dinosaurs being on the mainland thing. We need the audience to know we've done that. It was incredibly stupid. We did it again. It remained incredibly stupid, and we did it a third time, and it was still incredibly stupid. So now they're all dead, and no one's interested in them anymore. So no one goes to visit museums, and they don't care if a Brontosaurus dies in the streets. But there are still some very important dinosaurs, and luckily, all the 3 dinosaurs the plot-relevant people need to cure fucking heart disease for some reason.
These dinosaurs happen to live the longest. The longest lived fucking sea creature, the longest lived land one, and the longest lived air one all happen to be on this island. Yeah.
So the movie's idea is it's really brilliant. Because these dinosaurs have big hearts, we can extract their blood and we can cure heart disease, which kills lots of people. However, what we can't allow to happen is that big, evil, rich corporations be allowed to do this because they might charge money for this cure. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to upload dinosaur DNA open source so people can just presumably inject it straight into their veins. This won't have negative consequences. Heart disease is cured.
You've still got to make the drug. You've got to test it. You've got to run it through the FDA.
Yeah, you have to develop it.
And apparently the reason that they can't just take samples from dead dinosaurs or whatever is because the blood deoxygenates within minutes of the dinosaur's death, so we need a sample from a live dinosaur in a special little container thing.
Here's the massive problem with that. All these dinosaurs were genetically engineered by humans, and their entire genomic record was mapped, and it was owned by InGen, which went bankrupt, and all its records were bought by other companies. You don't need living dinosaurs to do this. This is kind of the point of all of the films. Humans made the fucking dinosaurs, so stop it. Why is this happening?
Because nature finds a way.
Shite finds a way as well.
Because the need to go to the island without any guns.
It's got to come out eventually.
Everything as shallow as possible, right?
Yes,
From
it is.
the plot to the characters, there's so little effort and so little payoff for anything.
I genuinely, I don't remember the last time I watched the film where you could actually watch this with no sound or no dialogue, that you could mute all the dialogue and no difference would be made to your enjoyment of this film, which is to say you wouldn't enjoy the film anyway. But like, nothing is said of any consequence. No, there are no characters. No one has a point. The only one is evil corporation's bad. And we've heard that before from Universal Studios making billions of dollars off of a dead franchise. So I don't care. It's such a dead, soulless franchise.
I swear to God, this fucking was AI written.
You're right. Yes. You were right. Yes, it was.
If you don't think screenwriters who are under the gun of time, deadlines, aren't using Chat GPT and AI, you're crazy, because they are.
Have you ever used Chat GPT just that, like, for fun, to like tell a little story and take you through a little thing and be like, where does the Chat GPT
my son does, though. My son does.
Yeah, I've done that with the kids, and it always keeps you safe. Like, you're never in danger. Like, you're always safe, right? So this movie feels like that. The characters don't ever feel like they're actually in danger.
The biggest problem with this is, you know what? If more people were eaten and died in this, I'd probably like it more.
Yes. If you don't know how to make dinosaurs interesting, you shouldn't be making a dinosaur movie. Because like Jurassic Park primarily is the story about the humans. The dinosaurs are there as the object first of your wonder and then of your horror. The story is not really about dinosaurs. The message, which is quite well translated from the book, is this is what happens when you have this illusion of control. You've built this thing. Everyone wants to go see it. Everyone thinks it's amazing, but the illusion of control is shattered. And then the human characters you spend all your time building up are what keeps your interest in a bunch of dinosaurs running around eating people. This film doesn't have human characters, and it's not interested in dinosaurs. So it doesn't have anything. If you're going to keep doing dinosaur movies, you have to keep doing human movies, and they don't know how to do that either.
No, there's a movie that came out recently that cracked the code. Like, I've seen a lot of monster movies, and I like them when they do all the destruction and shit. But what puts them on another level is Godzilla -1, which was a human movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which is a people movie with Godzilla in it.
Yep.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.